spun around on that car. That car accelerated and went southbound on Memorial, reaching speeds over 80 miles an hour. The gentleman lost control of his vehicle. Fortunately, when he spun out on South Memorial, I guess that was in the area of the Fast Mart South Memorial. He spun a 360 in the road after losing control. The gentleman at that time fortunately came to his senses and pulled over to the side of the road and was arrested without any problem there.
The officer turned to pursue the vehicle, which escalated and fled southbound on Memorial Boulevard. The pursuit came to a dramatic end near the Fast Mart of South Memorial when the suspect lost control of the vehicle and spun a 360 in the roadway. Police say the driver has been identified as Billy Myers, 37, of Mayday, North Carolina, then pulled over to the side of the road and was arrested without further incident. No injuries were reported, and this investigation remains ongoing.
Right. Well, our policy is anytime an officer feels that there is a chance of danger, or if someone is driving so recklessly that us pursuing that vehicle is more likely to cause harm than prevent it, we're going to call off the pursuit. In this case, when this gentleman came into radar, traffic was very light. This was a little after 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. And they hit all the lights green. There was no troubles in any intersection. It was really, as pursuits go, it was a pretty clear pursuit until this gentleman spun out. And fortunately, when he did spin out on South Memorial, there's no oncoming traffic and nobody behind him other than our officer.
Now for some news coming from Lynchburg. The Lynchburg Police Department is investigating after a person was found dead with a gunshot wound Monday night. Officers and members of Lynchburg Fire Department responded to a report of a malicious wounding at approximately 8:58 p.m. on the 1100 block of Rivermont Avenue. When they arrived, police discovered the victim deceased in the yard. Authorities initially reported the victim as a woman, but later clarified that the individual's gender has not been confirmed. The identity of the deceased has not been released. Investigators say it is unclear at the time whether the shooting was targeted. Anyone with information about this incident is urged to contact Detective Williams at 434-942-8467 or call Crime Stoppers at 888-798-5900. Tips may also be submitted anonymously through the P3 app or online.
You already know we double up at Autos by Nelson, and now we're taking it to the next level. You'll still receive double the warranty on all new vehicles, but now we're offering triple the peace of mind. With free towing up to 125 miles and no collision deductible at our body shop for any new or used vehicle. It's just one more way we're tripling up at Autos by Nelson. Do you know her?
Sova Martinsville encourages men to take charge of their health starting today. Focus on 4 key areas. Schedule regular checkups, eat a balanced diet, stay active, and support your mental well-being. Small, consistent steps can lead to a longer, healthier life. Whether it's hitting the gym, eating smarter, or seeing your doctor, every action counts. Let Sova help you live your best life.
Save big this summer with this exclusive offer, only available at Cunningham Tire in Bassett. Now until August 16th, you can get a $100 rebate with the purchase and installation of a set of Michelin tires from Cunningham Tire. No other local tire dealer has this exclusive offer. With over 2,700 tires in stock, you can get tires installed today. We also offer alignments, state inspections, brakes, and oil changes. Call us today to schedule your appointment, 276-629-1142. Cunningham Tire, we keep you rolling.
My name is Patrick Sharp. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Gardner, Barrow & Sharp here in Martinsville. If you've been injured in a serious automobile collision or perhaps a minor injury with a rear-end collision, we've been handling personal injury cases in the area for almost 50 years. Give us a call for a free evaluation of your case, 276-638-2455.
The 25-year-old Reedsville man is facing felony charges after deputies located a missing juvenile from Iowa at a residence in Rockingham County. According to the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office, on August 17, 2025, Fairfield Police Department notified local deputies about a missing female juvenile believed to have been transported to North Carolina. Investigators determined that the juvenile had been in contact with the man through texting applications and was picked up in Fairfield before being taken to Reedsville. Deputies checked an address at 837 Willow Street in Reedsville, where they located the missing juvenile along with John Michael Johnson, 25. Detectives and the Rockingham County Department of Social Services responded and began an investigation. Following interviews and consultations with the Rockingham County District's Attorney's Office, Johnson was charged with felony second-degree sexual exploitation of a minor and felony solicitation by computer. He was taken before a magistrate and given a $850,000 secured bond, and Johnson is scheduled to appear before Rockingham County District Court on August 26, 2025. The juvenile's parents were notified, and she is currently in the care of the Rockingham County DSS pending her family's arrival. Authorities said that the case remains under active investigation with assistance from the Fairfield Police Department in Iowa, the Invictus Task Force, a multi-agency unit combating internet crimes against children, as well as the State Bureau of Investigation and Homeland Security. Officials indicated that the additional charges may follow. Sheriff Sam Page of the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office stated, and I quote, "This should have been an eye-opener for our citizens, not just in Rockingham County, but across the country." Sheriff Page said, "Individuals will use certain techniques such as messaging applications and other internet accessible means to not only conduct scams but also exploit and prey on our children. We are seeing the activity far too often now. I would implore parents to be vigilant and involved in monitoring cell phones and internet usage by their children." Sheriff Page thanked the Fairfield Police Department and the Rockingham County District Attorney's Office, DSS, and members of the Invictus Task Force for their cooperation in the case.
Sure. So Saturday is the 17th annual Smith River Fest at the Smith River Sports Complex. It's presented by Sober Health. We have something for everyone there all day long. It's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you're an adventure seeker, you can come out and do the Helger Mike Hustle Mud Run, the Smith River Boat Race. We have free river tubing. You can check out a tube and kayak and float the river. If you've never been on the river before, you can do our demo pool, which is a huge pool we construct for Smith River Fest, and you can try out a canoe, kayak, or stand-up paddleboard in the pool. Sure. So we've sold out of vendor spots this year. So we have food trucks, some delicious people there selling all types of food, frozen treats, Cinnabon donuts will be there. Cinnabon will be there. And we also have a lot of vendors that are selling really unique items. Christmas is only a few months away, so it's a great place to pick up some presents. A lot of people there are making homemade jewelry, just some really beautiful items. We'll have a lot of our local organizations here, community organizations that'll be there. Pass out information about services they offer to our community, but you definitely want to visit all the food and pick up some great items for Christmas or somebody's birthday. So it's Saturday, August the 23rd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We have a ton of animals from Infinity Acres. We got a rock climbing wall, bounce houses, the Joseph Young Magic Show, the band Griffin in the afternoon, yoga, Helger Mike Hustle Mud Run, a hammock village, just something for everyone.
From small beginnings, I started a business here in Henry County. Through hard work, faith, and a commitment to doing what's right, I know what it takes to grow, to face challenges, and to find solutions that work. It's the same determination that I'll bring to the Board of Supervisors. Together, we can strengthen our community, create opportunities for our families, and build a future that Collinsville can be proud of. This ad's been authorized by Chris Lawless for Board of Supervisors.
Good evening, I'm Jose Reyes, and you're watching BTW21 Weather, supported by Ashbrook Audiology and Friel Equipment. Let's take a look at your forecast. Today we'll see partly cloudy skies with just a 2% chance of rain. Winds will be light out of the northeast at around 5 miles per hour. Temperatures across our area this evening will range from the upper 70s to the lower 80s, with Martinsville, Ridgeway, and Oak Level topping out near 81 degrees, while areas like Boone's Mill and Ararat will sit closer to 78 degrees. As we move overnight, expect cloudy night skies with just a 9% chance of precipitation. Winds will remain light from the northeast at about 4 miles per hour. Temperatures will cool down into the low to mid 60s, with Ararat dipping to 62, and most other spots, including Martinsville, Ridgeway, and Oak Level, holding steady around 65 degrees. For your Tuesday, we'll see a very pleasant day with partly cloudy skies. Highs will reach around 81 degrees with morning lows near 65. Winds will be light around 4 to 5 miles per hour, and rain chances remain very low at just 6%. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:40 a.m. and very low at just 6%. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:40 a.m. And overall, I'm giving the day an 8 out of 10 for outdoor. Tuesday, we'll start the week on a comfortable note. Expect partly cloudy skies with highs around 81 degrees. Light winds and very low rain chances make it a great day to be outdoors. Lows tomorrow night will dip into the mid 60s. Wednesday, a warmer day ahead as we climb into the mid 80s with a high near 85 degrees. We'll wake up to some morning cloud cover, but by the afternoon we'll see more sunshine breaking through. Another mild night follows with lows around 68 degrees. Thursday, a pleasant day overall with partly cloudy skies and highs in the low 80s, around 83 degrees. With slightly lower humidity, it should feel comfortable. Overnight, we'll cool back into the mid 60s. Friday, changes begin to move in. We'll see mostly cloudy skies throughout the day, and temperatures will run cooler, topping out around 77 degrees. While most of the day looks dry, the cloud cover signals some unsettled conditions moving toward the weekend. Lows fall into the lower 60s Friday night. Saturday, the weekend begins with mostly cloudy skies once again. Temperatures will rebound slightly, reaching close to 79 degrees. We could see some breaks of sunshine, but overall, it looks like a gray day. Lows stay mild in the mid 60s, which will keep things comfortable for outdoor evening plans. So overall, we'll enjoy a nice start to the week with sunshine and warmer temperatures midweek before clouds and slightly cooler conditions return as we head into the weekend.
Relationships, they are the most precious and important thing we have in life. An uncorrected or improperly corrected hearing loss negatively affects each and every one of those relationships. Did you know that you have hearing insurance benefits available to you? At Ashbrook Audiology, we are the region's go-to providers for benefits from affordable hearing care, true hearing, and many more. Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter, Martinsville and Danville.
All right, Coach Johnson, what's your main focus right now during conditioning on this off-season training? What's your main focus for these guys?
Making sure we're being very specific on the details. We're breaking down the details. We want the guys to understand the small things matter, and that's all we're doing out here. You know, is just making sure guys are understanding how to route run, how to catch a football, how to tuck a football, things that they may think they just do naturally, but we want to get it in their minds, the small things, because in a football game on Friday nights, those small things matter. Those small things lead to wins or losses, so we're trying to do that. Pressure is something that I've always been told, pressure either busts pipes, But that same pressure can also form a diamond. Which one are you going to be? And we like to think that, man, we're ready to become diamonds and handle pressure. Pressure is something that you put on yourself, and we're not doing that. We're coming out here, we're going to play a game we love. A lot of us been doing it our whole life. This is going into my 16th year coaching. Love it. And just trying to get these guys to understand, you don't worry about pressure. Pressure is nothing but what other people talk about. We're just going to go out, have fun, play this game the right way. To get better every week, my varsity guys got a lot of returners, super excited about them. And I know they're feeling a little bit of pressure they're putting on themselves because we hadn't really performed the way we know we could the last 2 years. So they got a chip on their shoulder. We're being overlooked a little bit. So they're excited about it. And I'm excited about the group I have. I have a great group of senior leaders, great group of juniors behind them. And man, we're going to have some sophomores and maybe even a freshman step up and make some noise this year as well. Always Magna Vista. Always Magna Vista, Martinsville. The hometown games are always fun. You know, a lot goes into those. Outside noise goes into those games for these kids, but for me, it's fun. It's fun seeing the community get together and it being everybody in the community comes together. There's no problems, no issues, and we just have a good time. Joy. Every day I wake up, I'm not dreading coming to my job. I love what I do, and it's because I get to come work with guys who really love being here, but I also get to work with guys who I know they might need me. And they know, hey, there are days I need them. So they bring this job, this career brings me a lot of joy. And it's all because of the kids I get to work with, the administrators I get to work for. And it's just, I love it. Even in my past job, loved it. Same thing. You know, just being in 2 different schools in this county over 16 years, it's been awesome. And I've really loved it.
It's more than just football.
It's way more than football to me. You know, football is probably the last thing on the list if I had to create a list of why I'm here. Football is probably last, but man, I find joy in this job and I love giving glory to God through this job. So it's awesome feeling.
We're going to take another quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. I have more news when we get back.
You no longer have to come to Lee's Tire and Wheel to have your tires installed. Come on, let's go. Let me show you how it works.
Latana de Leon translates to the lion's den in English. It refers to a place or situation that is dangerous, challenging, or intimidating, much like a lion's lair. The phrase is often used metaphorically to describe confronting difficulties or facing formidable opponents. For example, if someone says, "I'm entering the lion's den," they mean they are about to deal with a challenging situation or confront someone powerful. So it's a vivid expression that captures the idea of facing adversity head on. So right now people can go on to samiamtheonebarber.com. It's a very detailed site, easy for booking. I'm at 62 Fayette Street, Suite 114. I'm the last suite in the building.
Looking for complete office solutions? From classrooms to corporate offices, we provide tailored designs. Get everything you need for your workspace from Bassett Office Supply, conveniently located at 2266 Ferrystone Park Highway. Transforming spaces for over 50 years. Visit us today.
For nearly 30 years, Drake Extrusion offers you the personalized service and flexibility of a custom supplier. With research and development based on 2 continents, Drake is on the cutting edge of polypropylene fiber technology. We work daily with polymer suppliers to improve existing products and meet the challenge of new end uses. We not only value our products, but we also value our employees. For more information, email us at info@drakeextrusion.com or give us a call at 276-632-0159.
I'm Ginger. Welcome to Oasis Wellness Escape right here in Martinsville. We'll see you at the Oasis, located at 2559 Greensboro Road, right here in Martinsville, 276-336-3067.
Now it's time for the BTW21 Sports presented by Gym 24.
I think, we finally have a lot of experience this offseason, a lot of older guys, four-year players, guys that understand how the process starts from beginning to end. So those guys really bought into that, and, they're here. It's been an interesting offseason already, but they've been here, they've been working. The young guys have come in, they try to hold those guys accountable, which is something we really haven't had before. That comes with experience, leadership, those things, but they've done a good job of that. They bought into the fact it's their team. A player-led team wins more than a coach-led team, obviously. So, I think that's the message we try to put on those guys for the last couple of years. They finally figured that out, and I think they're finally showing that this offseason for sure, taking ownership of the team.
We got more guys in this year. We got more team chemistry since we've been playing longer with Fielder, and we stacking on. We started from 0-10 season, then we went to 3-7. Now we're shooting for state. I said that last year, but that's always the goal. It's just really about stacking days and getting better every day.
The expectations are high. We have depth finally. We've got guys we can play different positions. We've got experience. Those things are there now. We haven't had those the last couple of years. They know that our expectations are high. We expect to be successful. We expect to win games. We expect to fight through adversity. Those are the things we didn't do in the past. We didn't stay together in tough situations. We quit when things started getting tough. We're changing districts, but the district we're going into is really tough. They're very well-coached teams, so we got to match that and be more athletic on top of that. But I do think these guys have bought into the fact that, we got to play 4 quarters, not one, hope things go well, and then if it doesn't, we quit. That's kind of been the problem here lately. But I think we're better with that. I think they understand that it's a full team concept. In the past, individuals want to get their own stats and those kind of things. Now I think they understand that it doesn't matter. The thing that matters most is having that number in a win column at the end of the day.
No, we've been building in the weight room, building on the field, been building on everything really, because nobody can ever be perfect, but that's what we hope to achieve in the coming up season. Physically, I think we're feeling a lot better from last season. I think we improved a lot. For me, it looks like working hard every day in practice, doing everything right, getting the little details right, just doing the little things so we can hope to achieve the big things.
Discipline, we got to increase our weight, and we can't slack off doing this, and it's all about our leaders. Like, if the seniors don't step up, then we ain't really got a team. Yeah, it's tougher, definitely. You got to make sure you up to par with everything you do. You got to be a good role model for, the freshmen and sophomores that don't really know anything yet. You really got to live to the standard,
They've come right in and fit right in. We've got a lot of, not a lot, we got a few guys that hadn't played in the last couple of years that are playing now. They've had a good impact already. The guys have meshed well with those guys, and they're tough-minded guys. That's the main thing, at least right now, when you get in the season, you'll find out who's really tough and who's not. But I think that everything's kind of meshed well together. We've got a new rule this year, 60%. If you don't make the offseason 60% of the time, you don't get to play, and I think that helps. The guys that are in and out all the time, they're not here, so that togetherness is there, and those guys they kind of bought in. They understand that it's an investment. They put that investment in, and they work hard for it. Our thing is we've got the skill level, we've got strength, we've got experience. We've got to have mental toughness. That's all we've talked about is mental toughness. You can't quit in the second quarter when things are tough. You can't quit in the fourth quarter when things are tough. And on the flip side of that, you can't quit when you're up, when you're winning. You've got to play 4 straight quarters of mental tough football and play by play kind of situation. You can't get high when it's high. You can't get low when it's low. You got to play through that. And I think that's been our whole talk. We've got to be mentally tough. We've had a good off season. We've had guys that have put a lot of work in, but all that stuff doesn't matter if you quit the second things get tough. Then you just waste your off season. So that's been our thing, do better, get tougher. We talk about grit, that's one of our main things. We don't say it all the time, but we know that's what we're talking about, grit. You got to fight through stuff. We're a program that's going to be built on grit, and I think they understand what that looks like now. They've seen what happens. You look at last year, our second quarters in a couple games were bad. We were in tight ball games early, we quit. We can't do that. Give yourself a chance in third and fourth quarter, who knows what's going to happen.
We'll take our very last commercial break. When we get back, we'll have your Apex Bail Bonds Crime Report.
Frustrated by that crack in your windshield? At Daniels Auto Glass, we don't just fix glass, we restore your peace of mind. Our certified technicians use top-grade materials and precision techniques to repair or replace any auto glass damage. Need us to come to you? Our mobile service brings our expertise right to your home or office. Don't let that chip become a crack, or that crack become a bigger problem. We are ready to serve you. Daniels Auto Glass, clear views ahead, peace of mind guaranteed.
When you need help on the road, trust the name that's always there. Harbor Towing and Recovery, located at 6010 Greensboro Road in Ridgeway, Virginia. We're certified, licensed, and insured, ready to serve you any time of day or night. Whether it's tires, brakes, or engine repair, we've got you covered. Call 276-632-2580, and remember, in a roadside emergency, tell the police to call Harbor Towing and Recovery, a name you can trust.
Blue Ridge Aquaculture is hiring both full-time and part-time drivers. Home every other night. CDL, Class A, and 2 years of experience required. Excellent benefit package including medical, dental, vision, life, short-term disability, and long-term disability, and 401k. Apply online at www.blueridgeaquaculture.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Matilda at Maddie B's, and I invite you to come join us and shop with us. We have gifts, we have apparel, we have treasures for yourselves. It truly is a joyous place here, and we invite you to come for all your gifting needs. Join us either in person or online. Contact us at 276-694-4438. Maddie B's, where friends shop and friendships begin.
At PVT Express, we're fast, we're reliable, and we're here when you need us. From oil changes to major jobs, PVT has you covered with the best technicians in the business. Stop by our service center where our certified technicians will get your oil change done right. Visit us today at PVT Express, where speed meets service. PVT Express, done right.
Thank you for being here, BTW21 for your Apex Bail Bonds Crime Report, today being August the 14th. First up being Rodney Connor, Fairhaven, Virginia, position on schedule 1 or 2.